It's no secret that simple flies just catch fish. They don't get much simpler than the original Larva Lace Caddis Pupae. It's a really realistic representation using just 3 materials. That's it. It's super easy and very effective on the water. Now, I like to use a good scud style hook. This Daiichi 1120 works great. If you'd like to add some weight, throw on a black or nickel 5/32 bead. Otherwise, get some Olive Flymaster Plus started on your hook and leave your thread just up by the front, approximately where you want your thorax to begin and your body segments to end. This is where we'll tie in the original Larva Lace body material. Whether you thread this stuff onto your hook or wrap it right around the shank to make your body segments, it's going to look nice either way. I'm tying this one directly onto the hook, so I'm going to capture the end of my Larva Lace tubing with a pinch wrap and pull that material towards the rear while I bring my thread to the back of the hook. Make sure you don't wrap too tightly on the back end of this fly, because your thread can cut through the Larva Lace and it'll break off when you begin wrapping it forward. Once you get to the back side of the fly, bring your thread back up to the front and begin successive wraps with your Larva Lace body material. The segments are going to make themselves. You just get those wraps close to each other. Try experimenting with the tension on your Larva Lace to create a taper in your caddis body. Pull it tight at the back and leave it loose at the front for a little bit of a fatter thorax region. Capture the Larva Lace at the front end with a few wraps and then trim away any excess. For the thorax, we're going to use Peacock Firestar dubbing. Take a small amount from the pack and spin a 2 to 3 inch noodle onto your thread. Tap your finger to your tongue to make it a little bit sticky when you're dubbing your noodle. Begin wrapping your dubbing over the tied off Larva Lace and even a bit over the back of the body material if you have the space. Then you can add a few half hitches just behind the eye before you take that last step. For that, you're going to need a Hungarian partridge cape. You can pluck a small barred gray feather from it. Pull off the fluffy end pieces to open up the stem just a bit, and then preen those feather fibers back from the tips to splay them out. Use a little saliva if you need to. Then you can sneak in with your scissors and trim the tip to make a small triangular tie-in point. Bring that feather to the front and capture the triangle just behind the eye of the hook. To wrap your feather, you can use hackle pliers, or do what I do and just push the feather to the opposite side of the hook over the top and hold it there before you pull it back towards you on the near side of the hook. Do that 2 times before pulling your thread over the top of the feather and in front to lock it into place. Now, rather than trying to get in there with your scissors and trim away some of the feather fibers, just take the stem and pull it forward to break it off nice and clean. Then you won't lose any of your soft hackle. Whip finish, add a drop of head cement, and this OG Larva Lace Caddis Pupa is done. Call your fly shops and make sure they have the few materials you need to tie up some super simple and really effective caddis pupa. Hagensfish.com is the best place to start for anyone looking to sell the best synthetics on the market. But you can also call Lori at the shop and she'll help you find whatever you need. Check out Fly Tying University on Facebook and invite your friends to talk fly fishing and tying flies. Larva Lace is a proud partner of the Fish Stories Archive, fishstories.org. Thanks for tying with Larva Lace. Time for some tight lines. Go catch some fish.